Hey YouTube, it's me, Udoka. Hopefully this will be a quick video because I have an appointment after this. But I wanted to give a mental health update because you guys, oh my gosh. So I found another natural aid for my depression. So if you haven't been following me lately, I have ADHD. I deal with some anxiety. I haven't been diagnosed with an anxiety disorder, but it's a problem. And I'm also diagnosed with depression. I've tried several things. I used to be on Zoloft. I no longer take any antidepressants. For my ADHD, I take a new medication called Adhansia. It's basically Adderall that lasts for 16 hours. So I've been experimenting with like supplements. I was trying like Rosea, and just random stuff. And I've been taking CBD for sleep, right? To help me fall asleep. So that I don't get addicted to like ZzzQuil or, if you take melatonin long term, that's not good for you. So I also take CBD whenever I'm feeling an anxiety attack as well. And I was out and I was like, okay, I need relief right now. Let me go to the local vape shop because now I'm in Texas, okay? And now vape shops are selling CBD. So I'm like, let me just go to my local vape shop. It's probably not going to be the best quality CBD that I'm used to, but whatever, I need relief right now. So I go to the vape shop and the dude's like, you want CBD only? Sorry, I was about to try to do like a really bad Indian accent. I'm like, actually, let me not. But he was like, you only want CBD? And I'm like, yeah, just CBD. He's like, you don't want any THC with it? Y'all, this video's about to get demonetized, whatever. He's like, you don't want THC? I'm like, I'm thinking, oh, does he mean like full spectrum CBD that has 0.01% THC in it? No. That makes me too sleepy. I take that at nighttime. I need CBD only for the daytime so I don't get sleepy. He's like, are you sure? And he shows me some gummies that's 84% THC. I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, sir, is this legal? Is this legal, sir? He's like, yep, it's legal. I'm like, how? This is Texas. He explains to me it's called Delta 8 THC. Well, I did not buy from him that day because I was just feeling really skeptical, okay? I was like, what? Because Texas is a conservative state, meaning if it goes against, if there's a law in place already that upholds conservative values, I'm not gonna say conservative Christian anymore because that doesn't mean anything. What are Christian values? Christian values are actually just a traditional American values, because depending on where you go in the world, your Christian values is based on your culture. If I go to Nigeria, my Christian values means I need to be covering my head with veil before I enter the temple of God. Okay, so I no longer say conservative Christian because the Christian aspect doesn't mean anything anymore. But anyway, in Texas, if it upholds conservative values, you're not going to remove that law, okay? Even if all these other states are making THC legal, Texas won't. So I'm like, let me do my research. I do some research, and then I also get the opinion of like some chronic tokers on Clubhouse, like people who are just like very much in that industry. They're in the cannabis industry. I ask them questions as well, and they're like, yeah, it's fine. You can give it a try. So I get some guys. So let me tell you how Delta 8 works. So unfortunately, the state of Arkansas has now banned it. I am praying to God that nobody in Texas gives a crap enough. Please, like, Lord, please, like, Texas, please take hold of that entrepreneurial spirit that you like to foster in your citizens, and just appreciate that somebody understood the law and found a way around the law to make some legal money. Please, Texas, please. That is capitalism, and I like to think our state is a champion of capitalism. So how the THC works is you take CBD, which is totally legal in Texas. You take CBD, mess with the compounds, and voila, you have yourself some Delta 8 THC. Now, apparently, it is 80% as effective as regular THC. So, pretty good. So, I take it. I'm nervous because in the past when I've partaken, it made me feel super paranoid. Everything was like in stop motion. It was just really hard for me to like function and feel okay. So I was really nervous, okay? So I take some at night. But I'm like excited to have THC because it makes me very sleepy. So I take some at night. I don't feel anything. So the next night, I take a whole dropper full. This time I stayed up. I didn't fall asleep. Actually, I think I did fall asleep, and I was so up there. I was so up. Me trying to keep this like PG-13 or whatever for YouTube. I was so up that I woke up and I felt tingling all over my body, and I was up. It wasn't as unpleasant as what I'm used to. I didn't have the stop motion thing, or like complete loss of my abilities, but it was there. It was like I can't complete a train of thought type of thing. Like every time I look at something, it's like I'm brand new looking at it, so I'm like a little bit startled. Hand-eye coordination kind of off, but I'm at home in the middle of the night in bed. It's manageable. It took 3 hours for it to hit. I take a tincture that I put under my tongue, by the way. I don't know how the gummies work or anything like that, but it took 3 hours for it to hit. And then when I went back to sleep, when I woke up, first of all, it puts me out like a light. So I was sleeping a long time. I think I was sleeping for 10 hours rather than my typical 7. Typically, I'll sleep for 7 to 8 hours. I slept for 10 to 11 hours. But when I woke up, I was so refreshed. I was so refreshed. And the typical depression that I feel every day, where I just feel like I don't want to do anything, I barely even want to exist, that feeling for most of the day was gone. I was like, hold up, let me try again. Let me experiment with the amounts. So I've been doing this for, I think 2 weeks I've been doing this. And I've been finding consistent results. Like when I wake up the next morning, though I'll sleep hard. I'll be sleeping hard. But when I wake up, I'll actually have desire to do things. Like I love dancing. And when I'm depressed, I can't even think about dancing. But for the past couple of days, I've been dancing every day. I just got back from the gym. Like, I'm able to live life. It feels like, oh my gosh, is it possible that in this reality, I can actually live life? Like, I was invited to 2 weddings. They're later on in the fall, but I've been invited to 2 weddings. Normally, I'm like, but yesterday I was like, yeah, let me just add it to my calendar. Can't wait. Congratulations. I'm so excited. Like the thought of being social and around other human beings didn't make me want to barf. Oh my gosh, I'm getting wrinkles. I'm getting old, y'all. But anyway, I just wanted to share this because it's like a miracle. It's like a freaking miracle. And also, you know that I'm saving up to do IV K-ketamine treatment. I have to say it like that because YouTube is sensitive. I'm saving up for that. And it makes me wonder, like, it's increasing my hope that that'll actually work. I can see how it works. If you don't know what K-ketamine is, that's not how you pronounce it, but I'm pronouncing it that way for the algorithm. But it's also a safe droga. I'm saying in Spanish for YouTube. It's safe and it is psychedelic. More so than THC. But people are using it for their depression symptoms, and it's like over 90% effective. And it's expensive, very expensive. I need to, once I have my $3,000 saved up to get started, I'll need to have $500 a month set aside for a re-up. But I just feel like, dude, if this is how I feel from just every night taking THC, what's it going to be like when I do the ketamine? Oh my God. And like, even right now, sometimes I forget. Oh, I need to get going. But sometimes I forget to take it at night. So I wake up the next morning and I'm like uber depressed. What's it going to be like when I don't have to deal with that anymore? I'm just so excited and just so thrilled. The only thing is I really need to work on getting to bed like on time. Like, I'll take it at 11 p.m. and I don't fall asleep until 3 or 4 a.m. That's a problem. So if I can just work on actually like getting to sleep and closing my eyes by like 10, 11, even freaking midnight, like I'll settle for midnight. If I can work on that, oh my gosh, life would be so different. So now here I am, I'm able to actually feel like I'm alive and do things. So I just wanted to share that mental health update. Stay safe, guys. Much love, much luck. Peace out.